Hello, and welcome to the final episode of The Walking Dead. Um, and want to give a big shout out to everybody that let me know that there was going to be a break. That everybody's going to watch the final episode together. With the episodes weren't going to come out early. I'm gonna give a shout out to y'all, man. JJ, you know what I'm saying? It's been he's been with me for a while throughout this journey. I do appreciate everyone that was along this journey with me. It's been a wild ride, man, with The Walking Dead. So many ups and downs. So many things happen. Crazy. What I will tell you guys is this. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for the ending of The Walking Dead. Stay with me for the ending as we watch this episode. Stay with me for the end where I do my review of the entire series. I will have that. Now, I don't know if I'm going to just review this episode or I'm going to record my review for the entire series at the end of this reaction, just to not make the reaction or the reaction video itself too long for me to talk about. But I'm going to try my best to review this episode and also dive into my complete review for the series of The Walking Dead. I've talked so much about the series and how I felt about it. I've given you guys examples, but I will be giving this a rating, and also at the end of it, how I overall feel about the series and where it stands in my book as a TV show overall. So let's jump into it. Final episode of The Walking Dead. We're here. Let's get it. Let's go. Why did Daryl bruh?
She's lost a lot of blood.
Well, the doctors are gone and the nurses and the medicine.
Where?
Mary Pamela took everything. She's holed up in her gated community and she left the rest of the Commonwealth to fend for itself.
Well, that's where we go.
There's too many troopers.
What about Mercer? He knows people on the inside.
Yeah, Max thinks so. There's a team after him. Some of the others are looking for the kids and they're gonna meet us back here.
So we just wait.
No, we're gonna take care of her and you.
He's losing too much blood. I think they cut the arm off, but
Yeah. We love you so much.
I'm gonna give her blood. how to do this?
Yeah, but your typesetting match.
Mine goes with anybody. Mom used to make me sell it when I was a kid for money.
I think that's what O negative. I think.
I'm gonna sweep the hospital and make sure the others are okay.
We're coming to.
You good?
Baby, get back! And cover your head!
I'm clear!
Coming in hot.
Mike!
And we're gonna start off with a whole lot of crying this episode. This is, you know, it's what it is. We need to go get Pamela's.
Offer still stands, Maggie.
I'm good.
Damn, she still don't want to go get
Gotta
her.
go.
Thank God. You all right? Where's Jared? Elijah?
Still out there.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm
What
okay.
happened?
We'll get on the way.
We gotta get to the hospital.
We got Mercer. Any updates on the kids?
We found her.
Thank God. We'll see you at the hospital.
Cause I'm glad that they didn't
You're okay. You're at the hospital.
kill Judith.
Why?
You're not gonna die.
It was like I'm gonna die. I can't. Mom's gonna find Dad, and we're gonna be together. We're all gonna be together. But right now, it just feels like
You're not gonna die. You're fine. You're fine.
she said we're.
Jude. Jude. Come on, wake up. Come on, girl. Jude.
Walker's Beach, we gotta go.
I can't go.
Carol, do coffee.
Jude. Jude, come on, wake up.
Do a horde of walkers. Oh my God. Our ride is fucked.
You're gonna be okay, Jude.
Bruh. This Walker is breaking. Bruh. It's insane, bruh.
Someone raise the others. Tell them the hospital's been breached. On it. The hospital's breached. We're leaving that back.
Come on, this way.
Eugene, up the pipe, go! You first! Damn it, Eugene! Go! I'm right behind you!
You better. Hey, yo. With a baby on her chest? I'll take it. I thought she was a goner there for a second. I was like, shit. There's stuff and being selfish. Yeah, I mean, they could thrive together and none of this would be happening.
Baby, thanks. Give me that rifle.
Before you pop off,
You were going after Pamela?
yeah, Look, what's it matter as long as it gets done?
Why can't you just leave me alone?
Kill this woman.
You take Pammy out with this thing, hell is gonna rain down on you. And you ain't gonna come back. And you have to come back. Look, I know that I probably owe you more than this, but I am so sorry for what I took from you.
So crazy that he has to do a formal apology like this after everything that he's done. But I get it though. It's cool.
It's been a long and taxing day.
And then she did get out of this unscathed though.
No, it's okay.
Telling me none of those walkers got a nibble? None of them?
I just want to soak her up, you know?
I bet you can't wait for summer. You can finally teach her to swim at Oceanside.
For their videos on the site, man, it's crazy.
When you fell, where? Can we?
Stop. It's okay. No crying, Eugene.
So I'm saying
I
is,
don't want
doesn't
to
feel like she got out of that
I want you to
unscathed.
put it together, okay?
I can't.
We can.
I just love you so much.
I love you.
She got bit somewhere that you can't cut that off. You know, and those are the worst places to get bit because it's like you can't save it. You know what I mean?
Hey, the last kicker.
Hey, big ass kicker.
Damn straight. How you feel?
Not great.
What's going on?
Hey, yo.
They're shooting anyone that clamps the gates. People are dying. I can't just stand by. The truck is gassed up with some reserves in the rear. It's enough to get you home. We can sneak you out the back. This isn't your fight.
Can't just leave you to fight like that.
You may not think this place is worth saving, and I get that, given how they treated us. But it's worth it to me. The people are worth it, and I'm not gonna allow them to fall without a fight. I'm with you.
I got you.
I'm in.
Me too.
Let's finish this. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm with
Out of her mind,
Either way,
bro.
brother.
What, you just plan on surviving with you know, what, 20 soldiers? Like,
Traitor!
No. You are, Governor. You disappeared hundreds of citizens. Led the dead to our doorstep.
General, stop! We're opening the gate and letting these people in. I'll kill anyone who tries to stop.
Stop, or we will be forced to shoot you.
We'll fire back.
Stop! What the hell you doing? We all deserve better than this.
exactly. We do. Together,
Lower your weapons.
this wouldn't even be a problem.
That's right. Give the priest the key.
It wouldn't even be a problem. You know what I mean?
On your command, General Mercer.
Pamela Milton, you're under arrest for high crimes against the people of this Commonwealth.
Pamela's getting arrested.
Now, a person like that, it's worse than death.
The variants are too dangerous to just lead away. So here's the new plan. First, we need to get a vehicle out of the estates. Clear a path, but do not engage the riders more than absolutely necessary.
Vehicles out the back gate. We're on our way to the town square. Let us know when we're clear.
We diverted this signal that says Spears is gonna get. Go! Go!
Copy that. On our way to the fuel depot.
Truck's coming!
Keep holding! Jerry, report back when you're at the depot. We just pulled up. Fuel's a go.
Copy. We've got fuses running to the private sewers under the estates, and we'll finish wiring the rest once you get the fuel back. In the meantime, we'll start the PA system to draw all the riders to the estates. Princess, I'm on it.
Brad. Hey, yo.
It's not easy, having so many lives in your hands. There are decisions you'll have to make that are ugly. How do you
You mean the
pick who
selfish
gets
one you
job
took at the
no one
end?
wants? Who gets the nicer house?
Nobody
You
cares.
already had to make an ugly decision. Kept you alive.
I've been thinking about what you said. I want to thank you. I can stop wondering if you'll ever say those words. I'll never love anyone like that again. I remember his smile. But when I look at you, all I see is that back coming down on his head. I hear him calling for me. And I hear you mocking him while he's dying. Even though I'm so grateful that you saved my son. Even though I know that you're trying. I'm trying to. Because I don't want to hate you anymore. I don't want to hurt like that. And I don't want my son to see that anybody has that kind of hold over me. And if I can't look at you some days, if I can't work with you, and if I can't move on, that's why.
Well, at least now you're saying it to him. Jesus.
Receive her into your arms of mercy, into the blessed rest of everlasting peace, and into the glorious company of the saints in light. We'll see you again someday.
I'm glad it was you in the end.
What are you trying to say, Rosie? Yeah. Come here now.
We are family. As your governor, I and your lieutenant governor, Michael Mercer.
Woo! Mama!
And we pledge to live by those words.
It's a beautiful day to head out.
Wish you were coming with me.
This is gonna be good for you, for me. You're my best friend.
Come here.
That we know.
When I'm out there, if I hear anything, see anything, I'll find them both. I'll bring them home. All right?
Daryl,
Yeah.
you deserve a happy ending too.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay.
I think of the dead all the time. And about the living, who I lost.
Never loved.
Their faces, what I learned from them, how they made me who I am. So much more than all this made me who I am.
We'll always be together, even when we're apart.
I remember
All of our
everybody.
lives
Those away.
becoming one life.
We are endless.
We're together. Pieces of a whole that just keep going. for
What
what
are
we
they
gave each
together
other.
though?
One
That's the thing.
unstoppable life. No, no.
He's running from the helicopter.
Come on, Nick. It's like he told you. There's no escape for the living.
Remember what I said.
We're the ones who live.
We're the ones who
We're
live.
the ones who live.
We're the ones who live.
We're the ones who live.
Bruh. It's expanding, okay. Coming soon.
The only way this works is if we trust each other.
New series,
We're
Dead
gonna make
City.
it right.
Daryl
storm
Dixon, new
coming.
series.
It's
Ricka
been a while
Michonne,
since
new
we had one of
series.
these talks.
Come on.
The Walking Dead. Now, I started watching this show. I believe about two. No, it's been like 3 years, maybe 3 years ago. I don't remember exactly when I started watching The Walking Dead on the channel, but it was not a show that when it was going on I wanted to watch. I think the show was like about 10 seasons deep. I believe it was like 9 seasons deep, because I think we watched season 10 together. I think it was like 9 seasons deep when I started watching the show. And when I started watching the show, I never thought that I was in for such a great ride. I never thought that I would be sitting here today saying that The Walking Dead is a great series. Mind you, I'm not a big fan of zombie stuff. I'm not into zombie movies, TV show, anything about zombies. It just wasn't a genre that ever intrigued me. You get what I'm saying? I love the horror genre, but zombies just seem very placated. You know what I'm saying? Like it just felt like it's whatever. There's zombies, you know, there's hordes, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I was very surprised by this series because of the story that was surrounding the entire thing. I thought it was gonna be, oh, people are gonna be running away from zombies. We're gonna cut off some heads to make sure they're not moving anymore. Blah blah blah. But the story, the characters, is what carried this show for me. That made me very invested, immersed into the world of The Walking Dead. And it was, as I said, this show is a roller coaster in terms of what it was and how things went throughout these 11 seasons. It was a complete roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? I think they hit a peak in season 6 of the show. At the end of season 6, they hit a peak, and you know what I'm saying, I would say up until the end of season 7, and season 8 just was not up to par. It was not up to par. I still gave it a good score. I still think it was a very decent season. It wasn't like all the way bad. But then they picked things back up in season 9, and then here we are at the end of season 11 of The Walking Dead, wrapping things up. What I have to say about The Walking Dead, let me expand a little bit about this episode. Let me talk about the episode first, then I'm gonna talk about the series itself, right? This final episode of The Walking Dead, it's a good final episode. I don't think it was great, and I'm gonna tell you guys why I think it wasn't great. I felt like I felt a little let down by the magnitude of it all. You get what I'm saying? I think everything they did was, it was shot well, it was filmed very well, but I felt like certain things, yes, Rosita died, and they survived. I just felt a little underwhelmed. I don't know. I felt underwhelmed about the episode. It was a good episode, but it wasn't great. You get what I'm saying? It is not memorable, if you will. Like, final episodes of shows not only should tug on your emotions, in my opinion, this is my personal bias, okay? So don't come at me in the comment section, because I'm not blaming them for anything. I said they did a good job, but maybe my expectations were just very high for this final episode. I was happy to see that they're expanding the universe, and maybe that's the reason why it was a little lackluster in terms of the effort that they put into it, because they knew that there was more to come. They didn't really go, bombs away for everything. That was weird. Bombs away. Bombs away, quite literally happened in the episode. But the message, though, the message was very good that they portrayed in this episode, for sure. The message was very good. They did that very well to let us know that there's more to come. We're gonna be different. So the future is bright, if you will. They did a very good job of portraying that. If that's what they were going for, they knocked it out of the park, for sure. I think they wanted to wrap up the whole Walker situation as quickly as possible, so that they can get to the crux of the matter, if you will, as in trying to wrap up the show. Do I feel like it was rushed? No, I don't feel like it was rushed. But as I said, for the finale of a show of this magnitude, I felt like I needed bigger, better. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I felt. But at the end of the day, it still worked out. It still worked out. I still enjoyed it. Happy to see Rick and Michonne at the end, seeing that they're still fighting to reach each other. Rick is trying to escape from wherever the hell he is, and they're reeling him back in. It seems like he's been trying to maybe send messages or something like that. It seems like he returned to the boat, as a matter of fact. I believe, I don't know if, because I remember the boat. Isn't that where Michonne found the information? Some information or some clue about where he is or something like that. She's about to try to go through a horde of walkers. So that was pretty cool to see nonetheless. I don't want to analyze that scene too much, because they are coming back for their own series. Seems like Daryl is getting his own series as well. And then they have a new series coming out called Dead City. I don't know if I'll be watching all of those when they come out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'll be doing that. You guys can let me know if you want me to dive into those. A lot of people said I should watch Fear of the Walking Dead. I don't know if I'll be doing that. I'm gonna be honest. I have so much on my plate right now, so I don't want to dive too deep into that. If push comes to shove, I might end up doing it. But right now, that's not a decision for me to make. I have plenty of time to make to make that decision. So let's talk about The Walking Dead in general, overall, how I felt about it as a series from season 1 to season 11. I think this show is a great show. It is not in my top 10 TV shows of all time. But as I said, my top 10 is subjective. Those are just my personally bias and what I value in TV shows. And I think, as I said before, the writing for this show dropped very significantly after season 7. And that's just my observation of the series. And if your writing is not on point, if your continuity is not on point, and if those things are not on point for me, it takes me a little bit out of the show. I still can enjoy what I'm watching, but at the end of the day, those things really do matter to me when it comes on to when a show ends and how I judge it to be. And you'll hear me talk about a lot of that stuff during the show, during watching the show as well. If you've been around the channel for a long time, you'll hear me talk about stuff like that, the technical aspects of the show. And as I said, overall experience, totally enjoyed it, but I felt like the writing took a hit after a while, right? So if I was supposed to give this show a rating, I'm not gonna keep you guys waiting too long here for that. If I should give this show a rating, I would definitely lean towards giving it a 8.5 out of 10. I'm not gonna go through my different categories for this show. What I usually use to judge my shows, because I've been watching this show for so long, been waiting for season 11 for so long. You know what I mean? The Walking Dead has took a toll. It has took a toll, no doubt about it. It has took a toll, man, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. I don't remember what you guys said had happened, because I never actually researched it for myself. What happened to Rick, why he had to leave the show or whatever. Why, I don't know if they actually wrote his character off the show. I don't remember exactly. I think he had to do something. I think he had like a sick family member or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was, or he just wanted to quit. I don't remember what it was. It's something along the lines of one of those things I just said. But I was really considering dropping The Walking Dead when I heard that Rick was not going to come back for season 10 or season 11. I was really considering dropping the show, because I'm just like, how are you going to take away the protagonist and think I'm still going to watch this? You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody would argue to say that anybody else is the main character in the show. He's the main of the mains. You know what I'm saying? He's the main of the main. You know what I mean? So I was very disappointed in that, whether it was a personal decision or, just them trying to write him off the show or whatever the situation was. But in the end, I understood, that this is a show that I enjoyed, wanted to see how it wrapped things up. The new characters that were introduced as well. At first I wasn't totally on board with it, but I was like, all right, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And just rolled with it. I like the core characters that were introduced in the first half of the show. You know what I'm saying? I love those characters. So Of course, new people are gonna come in. That's fine. That's cool. Every season. You know what I'm saying? And they grew on me over time, to be honest. Connie, Princess, you know what I mean? Like they grew on me over time as we go along. We've had some menacing villains, and the overall message in the show is like, yo, as humans, we gotta stick together. It's one of the things that I talk about on my channel a lot of times. It's like, if humans could only just, get along and just stop with all of this backstabbing, doing all these, imagine the end of the world and people are still just with their selfish ways. It's mind-blowing, but it's very true. You get what I'm saying? It's very true that if we were supposed to experience a world-ending event, people would still be turning on each other, because it's like, it's human nature. It's crazy to me because some people are different, and even though you want to give people the benefit of the doubt that they may be different, they still might end up stabbing you in the back. And it's crazy. It's crazy to even think about. That's the overall message that I got from watching the show, is that, you know what I'm saying, we gotta stick together and put all of that foolishness aside, man. You know what I'm saying? And in contrast, you could say that the same thing that happened for Negan is the same thing that happened for Pamela. You know what I'm saying? As in Rick spearing Negan, and we ended up spearing Pamela. And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? We're moving forward. We're trying to be different. We're trying to do things differently. And I like what Daryl said to her, is like, the problem that you have is that you built this place like the old world. That's the worst thing that you can do, is trying to, the same problems that you had before, you didn't even try to do things differently. As in, you know what I'm saying, you created this hierarchy, and I talked about it when the first time they started showing the Commonwealth and stuff like that, and I talked about it in spades. You get what I'm saying? I talked about it. I elaborated about it, right? About how you can't build back the same thing and expect different results. It's the same foolishness all over again, with this hierarchy foolishness of high class people. You didn't even say, okay, we're gonna have a ball. You know what I'm saying? Some people are gonna enjoy the amenities, and then like halfway through the event, we change. You know what I'm saying? They go get their, you know what I'm saying, they or we switch. Nobody has to dress up or whatever the situation is. And some people serve, and then after take a halftime break, and then we switch the roles, so those people can eat now, and then the others that was sitting down, they serve them, so that there's some sense of equality. Because then when you regulate the world into, a high class, middle class, low class again, you're gonna end up with the same results, with jealousy, envy, all of these different negative emotions that comes with the human mind, right? You're gonna end up with the same situation. So if you try to build back the world the way how it used to be, with you on top and everybody underneath, that's a problem. In itself is a problem, man, right? Now, I'm not saying that government structures don't work. It's not what I'm trying to say. It's not what I'm trying to advocate for or anything like that. I'm just trying to tell you guys that if there is a world-ending event that happens and the remaining has to fend for themselves, if you're trying to build back society, right, you cannot build it back the same way. We're here now because we're here now in today. But there's a lot of things that would have to change if that happened and we had to fend for ourselves. We have to get together. We have to do things differently, right? That's not to say that there's anything inherently wrong, which there's a lot of things wrong with the world today, but I'm trying not to get into all of that, right? But there's also, you know, there's not anything inherently right as well. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, we're here now, so we got to deal with it, right? And as much as people want to change certain things about the world and stuff like that, everything is just moving extremely slowly. The rich is still rich, the poor is still poor, right? There are greater means for us to build wealth and stuff like that over time. Greater means for that, more ways to build wealth over time because of technology, and we totally appreciate that stuff. But when it comes on to, if something like that should happen, you can't build back the same way. I would not be with that. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's just, the funny thing about it is that in some countries they are experiencing these things, not zombies, but, you know, I mean, look at the situation that's going on between, you know, Russia and Ukraine right now, you know, and you know what, let me get off of that subject, because we gonna be sitting here for a while if I go down this rabbit hole. Okay, so The Walking Dead, as I said, what I learned from this is that, you know, as human beings, we do need to stick together, man. And sometimes they are things that people do that we have to learn how to forgive them, not necessarily forget, but we got to learn to come to a place of forgiveness, especially when people are trying to do better and be better people. We really do have to come to terms with that. I know it's tough, as you see how Maggie's situation, you know what I'm saying, how Maggie's situation went with Negan, where she actually finally verbally said how she really feels when she sees him. That just makes things so much more clearer, because, as I said, the slighted remarks and all this other stuff, like, it was really annoying to me, especially at the beginning of season 11. It just was really annoying to me, because it's just like, you know, if you feel a certain way, just say how you feel, you know. So at the very least, Negan will know. I mean, they finally let him apologize, even though I didn't think that he needed to, but I guess, you know, it's cool that he did. I appreciate the fact that he did, but at the same time, it's like, how do you really apologize for killing someone? You know what I'm saying? Not even by mistake, on purpose. You know what I mean? Like, how do you do that? You know what I mean? But he did a very good job with that, so we appreciate it nonetheless. So yeah, man, incredible series. Loved it. Appreciated every moment that they spent helping us to understand these characters. Shout out to all the characters, man. Maggie, Daryl, Glenn of old, Abraham, you know what I'm saying? Princess, Negan, what's her name? I'm trying to remember her name. Lydia. Everybody that came through, man. Everybody that came through, whether it was just for a season or just a little part that they played. I remember dude, I thought he was going to be in the show for a long time. To my Rick, Michonne, Shane. I'm trying to remember all the characters. Governor, you know what I'm saying? All the characters of old, man, that came through for a season or two, and you know, they were eliminated in one way or the other. It was cool that they were a part of it, and all the actors as well. Shout out to them. They did an incredible job throughout this series, no doubt about it. The acting was definitely top notch. Not so much for everybody, but for the most part, everybody did an awesome job. So shout out to the producers, everybody for the show, man. I appreciate y'all. It was an incredible journey Hopefully you guys feel the same. Let me know how you feel in the comment section. As I said, 8.5 out of 10 for me. I think that is a very decent score for The Walking Dead, but you guys might feel otherwise. Let me know what you think in the comment section. What was it like for you to wrap up this show? Did you think that the final episode was satisfying? Did you think that they did it well? Did you feel like you wanted more? Let me know in the comment section. Of course, leave a like, leave a comment, and I will catch you guys, I don't know, when you know, if I decide to do this series. Peace out, man. I'm out.